the knowledge unfold. The myth, the legend, the crusher of fame. His head so large it has an army of plushies to its name. Stuck and legendary, he delivered them all, calling out all top players. And he's still collecting dubs. For the love of God, he is starting to gloat. Our girl, he's got the skill, a bun built stick like Louis Chomp Daddy. Did someone say cheese Max is the host personality like our favorite fish? Roby, rest in peace. Also can't forget, fuck you, Ron Vaughn is practically a meme. Tiffany locks profit and chaos will reign. Break the flow and all is in vain. Buttercup's on is sharp as a blade. Her graphics alone put crushing to shame. Tony works magic and it's so clean. It's the Shroom Chronicles. Watch the tale grow. Grab your popcorn and tune to the show. Say hi in the chat. Join the lively crew. From strategy to interviews, it's all here for you.
Wave blank.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shroom Chronicles. On the Shroomie Spotlight, we do have the mystery man, Blank. Welcome, Blank.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Nylok is unfortunately busy, so we brought along Loki.
Yeah.
We have 8,
Yeah, family reunion.
and then Big Head.
The myth, the legend, the god. Because let's be real, guys. Who's really going to take me down? Right? Thank you.
Everybody here besides me.
Oh no, I lose to him.
There.
I will flat out say that he whoops me every day.
Alright, so we'll just start this
Tried to
off.
sneak attack me today.
We'll just start this off as normal. Blank, give us an introduction of yourself. Let the chat know, how you started. How'd you get the name?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of funny. So when I started in 1024, I initially went by B, just the letter B. And then I noticed other people having, I guess, like special characters in the name. It's like, oh, I wonder what's allowed and what's not allowed. So I tried using one of those like blank special characters that don't have any like visible, I guess, like, thing. And it ended up working. So I was like, okay, why don't I change my profile picture to completely transparent and see how that goes. And it got approved. So that's why I have like no profile pic and no name. But yeah, because I have no name, people just, I guess, have different names for me. Yeah, B blank, no name. Dude with no name, no profile pic. And yeah, like someone recently called me the Void because I guess they didn't know what else to, or I guess it's not their game was bugging out or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's, I guess, the background of why I'm currently blank.
Okay. So, tell us about what is your favorite mount, your favorite artifact, your favorite back piece?
Well, since I mainly play a mage, mounts basically would have to be the Cloud for sure for damage, and the Shuttle for stall builds. Let's see, artifacts. I mean, as a mage, it has to be the Pepe gun. That's kind of invaluable for surviving. And back piece, liking that was it that fan that provides the shield and the skill regen bonus. That's yeah.
Alright. And then, you have something, Loki?
I know. I was just agreeing. I mean, except for the fact that for my stall, I use Alien Back. It just seems to mitigate the damage enough for me to survive.
An alien back, doesn't that taper off like after a few seconds?
It does, but for whatever reason, it seems to hold it for me. I couldn't tell you. It works the whole match, it seems, for me at least.
Yeah, it'll stay at the last debuff where it goes to the last third. It'll stay there at those stats for the rest of the battle.
Interesting.
Crusher, can you put your window up?
By what?
Is your window down?
Nope.
Oh, because it's like tunneling.
Yeah, same.
Do you have motion suppression on?
It should.
Alright, well, anyhow. So we just wrapped up the round 128 of the Shroomie tournament. I know that's everybody's favorite topic on the show. Unfortunately, not really unfortunately, my partner and I got knocked out. We won absolutely nothing. And I know...
Love that for you.
Yeah, we got 128, that's all that matters. And then I know the rest of you guys are in the Shroomie tournament as well, so if you guys want to go and kind of tell us how your experience went.
Well, my group won second place. So we're going in the top 32. Very exciting.
Look at that.
I
Look
think
at that.
I think we made history today. I don't think anyone from the 1400s made it that far yet. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But we might have made history today.
I think you probably are.
The noise is much better. I was going to say, Loki, you use the alien back, and sorry to go back. I just, was distracted. And Blank uses the shield fan. Have you noticed that Blank usually has more guard wins than you?
Yeah. But he also has more
okay.
health.
All right. Okay. All right. I was just wondering if you noticed the. Yeah. If you happen to notice that. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he does have more health than me. So I mean,
Okay.
that's a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Moving forward. The tournament.
Yeah, for tournament, me and my partner ended up getting third in our group, so we're not moving on, unfortunately. But yeah, it was close though. We actually tied with the second in our group. But yeah.
Oh, Rafiki.
Yeah.
And,
that's who we tied
and
against.
Bird and Death. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Gee, yeah, Bird. He's tough. They're tough. That team. I think we lost against them in the round robin, like in the qualifiers. Well, go ahead, Loki.
Bird avoids beats up on me.
I mean, we got 5 wins and a tie, but the other team had more wins than us, so we ended third.
Yeah. That double archer team. They targeted you every single time.
I don't know what I could do to not get targeted, but putting Helly in front of me was obviously not the correct idea.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. They targeted you either way, even though it was RNG. And then Code and I, we are moving on to top 32. So that's what I have there. I'll tell you that new art. I like that new art for the tournament. I like it.
I like it for my stall build.
What about it do you like? The HP aspect or the attack
no
aspect?
Speeding part of it. The no speeding part of it. When an archer goes to hit you and you got that no speeding extra 40% skill reduction, it saves you from getting bursted way much. Like It's actually crazy.
You didn't have no speeding before?
Yeah.
Well, I have no speeding, but it adds an extra 40% skill reduction.
Does it feel like
If
it's
you have low HP.
We really confirm that.
You can definitely tell the longer the fight goes on. You can tell the longer, because it stacks up to 10 times. So I don't know if it starts initially if it starts at 0, if you have to wait 10 seconds. I don't really know, but you can see the lantern, the little animation. But as the fight goes on, as the fight gets longer, you can definitely tell. I mean, you just get stronger, and they just get weaker. That was how I was practicing when Vegas had swapped to Archer. I was practicing against him. I used Pepe and the new artifact, and the new artifact beat him every single time, and Pepe did not. So you could definitely tell. Yeah,
I definitely need to try that artifact then.
yeah. I mean, unless you have high attack and high HP, I mean, you have to kind of scale it a little bit, and change your stats around just a little bit. I lost my word there for a second, but I don't know how much you've pumped into tech or feathers for attack. I mean, like I've said, mine is relatively low, so I usually get to take full advantage of the 40%. The HP. If I don't really care if they lose HP or not, but if somebody's a little higher, then that's another extra bonus. So yeah, that 40% makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
yeah,
I mean, for me, my tech and stuff, it's like I try to keep everything balanced. Like everything's like about around the same level.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it makes it pretty versatile, but you really notice it because 40%. It's the clone duration is cut, blitz duration's cut. Whatever archers are using, it's all cut. Their smoke bomb cut. So you notice it. As long as you can survive that, and as long as you can survive that initial 36 seconds, because they're usually using the alien back. Once you're past that point, good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And multiple shots is a killer now. Oh.
Hey, question for Blank. Who did you look up to, like, growing, like, when you first started? Is there anyone that inspired you, that you, like, took guidance from? Did you have a mentor?
Not exactly. Like when I guess like at the beginning, like 1024 was pretty saturated with archers. So this is like back during the times before any of the merges happened, and I guess the popular mage build was the one-shot build. So I was using that and getting wrecked by archers. And so I guess like one day, I believe it was Kev, noticed in cross server arena, he kept losing to this one mage. It happened to be Hollow. So I looked at Hollow's build, and then copied it and managed to beat the archers in my server finally. So yeah, I guess I never really talked to Hollow before we merged with with them. So I know not exactly, but yeah, I guess I kind of did look up to Hollow in that sense.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you steal it the old school way, but like looking at videos and stealing his pets and his skills?
Yeah. Basically, like keep watching the replays, seeing what skills, what mount, what artifacts, everything he's using, and then try to copy it. Yeah.
Oh, did people not like hide their artifacts back then? They just actually wore what they had.
No. Like when you're watching the replay, some artifacts like you can see they have a structured animation. You can try to like make out what it is from the replay.
As a tenured player now, is there any advice that you would give to a newer player if they did start to play?
Yeah, just share information around, because someone might have done something that you didn't that ended up working for them, that you might have not have thought of yourself. Like an example I gave there, like I thought like one shot glass cannon mage was the only way to go for mage, and then Hollow did something completely different, and it ended up working. And so I wouldn't have found I found that out if like someone hadn't tried it and it ended up working.
Okay.
You know, I like
How all
that.
the how all the new metas are built. We just got to try it.
I think trying something different is what got us to go to the top 32 in this last tournament. I was watching the replays, and if I had it just done, just the cheetah, we would have probably lost. But because I had Time Machine and because how the fights went, like if you watch the replays that were in Group 9, it was pretty crazy fights. Like everything was timed so perfectly that my partner's cheetah blocked their cheetahs. And because we were still under 20 seconds and I had Time Machine, I was able to absorb 2 cheetahs at once to survive for the win. It was completely nuts.
Yeah, because it's like if you just follow like someone's I guess like build or suggestion and you don't try something different, you're not going to find like a new meta that could potentially be like much better or stronger.
No. And if you're chasing it, you're always going to be behind. So, either stick with what you have and just wait for it to come back around, or try something completely different. Either it sucks or it doesn't. If it sucks, it sucks. All right. Well, at least let somebody somebody else wants to try it and do it better. But there's always new event items coming out. So, it's nice because everything is always changing.
Yeah, that's why every new event I try to get whatever new item it is and try it out in like a build that I think might work well with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I guess like the most recent one would be like those snow items, the ones that kind of like synergize well together. That works pretty well as a mage on like an anti-archer build.
Yeah, you told me to
I'm gonna
get
have
those.
to
You
try
said
them out.
I think they're gonna be good for tank, and I was like, no, I don't want them. I'm not getting them. I don't like the way the event is. So I'm not getting. They're good for pushing PVE too, and I didn't do it. Should have listened to you with the little Debbie Christmas tree. Should have listened.
I
didn't
wish
get
we
the
could send
Christmas
you
tree,
a
but I
game.
could try it.
All right, so real quick,
Yeah.
in chat, somebody said, "Is blank a no game, no life reference?"
Well, not initially, but then I realized that like, oh, this is basically like the name that the main characters use in No Game No Life. So yes, I did watch the anime, but unfortunately, originally my reason for the blank name wasn't a reference to No Game No Life.
I have a question. You started on 10. I didn't know that you started on 1024. I thought maybe you had merged from wherever, because Loki was on 1097. We merged together. Who did you? Are there any players left? Were you like? Was it Eclipse? Is that the family that you started in?
Yep.
Or was it a different family? Okay.
Well, I think the first family I joined died off, and then I joined. I think we were called Shroomies, and then that
Okay.
eventually transitioned into Eclipse.
Okay. Who was originally in that Who was originally in that family on 1024 with you?
Let's see, Kev, Yina.
Oh, okay.
Oni, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you guys all started together. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's all archers. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I was saying,
Yeah.
1024 was very archer heavy to begin with. So I was like the lone mage there, getting wrecked by all the archers.
Yeah, when we merged with you guys, we never had any archers, so it was so new to us. We're like, oh my god, archers, that's crazy. Always warriors and prophets. I remember you when you were B, like just the letter B. It's like I couldn't remember what, like actually I didn't know what you were before you were blank, but I do remember the letter B now because you would attack me all of the time. Yeah, you and Hollow.
Well,
horrible.
yeah, because like basically I was getting wrecked by archers, like I said. So the only ones I could really go for are like other mages and warriors, and because I was using a one shot build at the time, warriors, which is easy game for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you and Hollow would wreck me. Oh, I was so happy when we merged with Hollow, and then when we found out that we were merging with you, I was like, oh, thank God. Oh.
Mhm.
All right. So for you,
Oh.
Blank, question. What's your opinion on like Star Array, the cards, and then also with them replacing Grumpy with that Snowland Crisis, I believe is what it's called. What are your opinion on those two?
Yeah, for Star Array, I like the concept of it. I wish they would up the rates for the cards because sometimes I'm doing 10 pulls, I'm not getting like any cards, or like I maybe get like one common card or not common, like whatever the Lord's rarity is. But yeah, it's like it's a little annoying how low the rates are for getting cards themselves. But the system itself, I do like. I like how you can like customize and have like different effects and different boosts. It's interesting how like they separate out the different abilities, so like passive, shield, active, and you have to actually, have cards of the similar type in order for the effects to work. Yeah, so yeah, Star Ray, I actually do. I'm happy that they implemented that. Just I'm happy with the rates that they have for the cards. For replacing Grumpy, I don't see why they couldn't just have both. Like, there's, I mean, but the way they set it up, it looks like there's a possibility that they could have had both. Like, the room is there, but yeah, I don't know why they got rid of Grumpy and replaced it with this. I would like to have both, but yeah, I think that's an opinion shared by a lot of people.
For sure.
It gets old carrying a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you can't. You can't carry the other people in the server. They've got to be in your family. So that's just silly. Kind of puts a wedge. If there was competition or whatnot between families on the server, it would that would definitely drive a wedge. If one family couldn't clear 10 or whatnot, if there, I guess some use second family as like a feeder family for a main family. We don't do that, but that could drive a wedge if somebody couldn't clear the 10 or the 9 even, I guess.
Yeah, like I actually started an
know.
alt in 706 and forgot how toxic some people can be in this game. Like, oh my god.
It's
But yeah,
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of alts, or were you just making that for just to see what it's like?
Yeah, that's my only alt. So I just made it just to see what it's like. It's like, oh wow. It's like I completely forgot this is how like the game used to be, like back at the beginning.
Oh god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Let's see.
Takes a lot of work to make a new account. Well,
Yeah.
I'm keeping on yours.
What?
I said it takes a lot of work to upkeep on a second account on top of your main account.
I mean, it really doesn't require that much.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, you have other people that have like a gajillion alt accounts, and I can see why that would take up a lot of time. But I only have like just the one, so it's not terrible.
Right. I'm assuming you're a blank there too.
Yep. Yeah.
Not even
And
a
the person
junior
that-
at the end of it.
Nope. Yeah, like the person that called me Void was actually in that server. I guess they just thought I was just like the world talking to them or something.
Black hole.
And it takes a while to get used to. I remember because for the what is it, where you're captured?
Dungeon.
What are they called? That little dungeon where you capture people and throw tomatoes at them. And
Oh, yeah.
and you have an
Jordan.
employer. It would say no employer. And yeah, but it's just blank. There's nothing there. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't have an employer, and it's like, oh no, that's blank. And I remember Yina saying, oh, you just get used to it. and you do. You just get used to it. Yeah.
Oh, it's
You know,
even
but
worse
then
when
when
like,
you're
you have me as a partner in like Cloud Ascension.
Yeah.
The first time I had Blank as my Ascension partner, it wouldn't go, and I'm like, why isn't it going? I'm like, I clicked, but why isn't it? Why does it say that the second person is in place? And I just kept clicking and clicking and clicking, and then it finally worked. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, now I'm not going to touch it anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can't see where I am when you're trying to put me somewhere in Cloud Ascension.
hmm
Yep. Oh goodness.
That's actually funny.
That's actually something I had to get used to too, because I can't see myself either.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like you're literally just
It's really cool during
Go ahead.
it's really cool during like crossover showdown though, because you just basically see like a HP circle just roaming around the screen with like nothing in the middle.
That'd be hilarious.
Let's say, like the first time you joined Discord, I'm like, I see the B, but also there was a time where it was literally just blank. There was nothing.
Oh
And,
yeah, I tried to fully commit to the blank thing.
like
Mhm.
it threw me through a loop. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. You just get used to it though.
For sure. At this point,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And,
took a while to get used to, but you definitely do get used to it.
Yeah, even Max, you notice like on YouTube, I have my name as blank as well on the chat.
Yes, you do.
So there's just this ghost talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a way, I'll try to do it.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Imagine his driver's license.
That would be hilarious.
Oh.
So I will ask this: will we ever have a face reveal from you, or will you continue to be mysterious?
I prefer my privacy, so I'm gonna continue to stay mysterious.
Perfectly fine.
Sorry, guys.
Let down a lot of fans, I'm sure.
Blank guy is a terror. Leave 1019 alone. Okay. Where's Lunchbox?
1019. Are they parking this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're top.
So,
I mean,
good.
1019's already pretty strong.
Yeah, I was about to say that they're beating us at the moment currently. So I mean, can y'all leave us alone instead?
So, Blank, if you had any suggestions, or is there anything that you would like to see changed in the game?
I mean, something you guys brought up before, like actually having a way to, I guess, team up with someone and practice 2v2 fights would be like great, because there's definitely room to practice like kind of like energizing builds to make like a team stronger. And I wish there was a way to be able to practice that with like with your partner.
For sure. Do you think they should also implement soul pages?
Yes, it's really annoying to have to keep resetting souls, but I mean, I think souls is the only one you actually have to pay to reset. I don't think the other ones they force you to pay. So I don't know, like how I guess soul pages will work if you have to pay for to essentially buy pages. I'm not sure how they would actually like implement that.
If they did make you buy pages, would you actually buy it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think it could be that hard to implement. I mean, you just a little drop-down box, no different than a gear set.
Yeah, like your gears, your enchantments, everything has its own gear set. Like,
Yeah. Even if they just gave us two, just give us two.
I could see them doing like
I switch my-
one gem for one page, then it goes to like 2 gems, 3 gems, 5 gems. Just upping the charge for the additional pages.
I mean, it's. I spend so much like red gems just swapping souls. I don't know how many. I mean, daily I swap several times a day. Just always switching them around. Yeah, whether I'm
I think it's half
attacking
the
or just
reason why
sitting
I
as a
haven't
bum.
committed to the
Yeah.
meta.
Yeah,
I don't want
it's.
to have
I
to
mean,
swap it all
it's.
back.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
that's why
annoying.
I keep. Yeah, I guess that's why I keep everything like at the same level because I'm like really lazy to like have to keep swapping. So I just want everything to be equal. So then I just don't have to swap as often.
Amen, sister.
What levels are your souls? Are they're all even?
More or less. Like HPs are like, let's see, I think my HPs at 60, defense at 50, attack at 60, crit res 70, skill damage 40, crit damage at 50. Yeah.
Now, here's a question that everybody asks: what did you spend your red gems on when you were going through? Like, what advice did you get when you were, in the beginning?
Oh,
There wasn't much
I didn't
out
get
there.
any advice. Yeah, I didn't get any advice because I didn't follow any guides or like I'm not even really active on the Discord, so it's like, okay, I guess I'll use my gems to like just like get rank 1 and like whatever rush it is.
Yeah.
Except I guess I mainly focused on the skill and power rushes. I didn't do like mounts or souls. I didn't find out until actually merging with you guys. I was like, oh, you guys use red gems on your souls? Huh. Maybe I should do that.
That wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't me. I was just as surprised to hear that as you.
That was me and Hollow saying that we use them for souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because
Well,
Code
I did.
yeah, we couldn't figure out why your feather was so low. Your mount, we're like, oh gosh.
My everything is low compared to y'all.
Yeah, so I am behind in a lot of things, I guess, comparatively to other people around my power. Except for I guess like skills and pals, since I focus on that like a lot, in terms of like your red gem spending.
That's just.
I don't think you're that far behind.
I don't know.
I was about to
So
say,
so many people you had on, I feel like I makes me feel like I am pretty behind.
Eight.
Not a
I think
competition
that's
though.
just concrete.
What is your famous saying, 8?
Yeah. Just be good for your power. That's it. I mean, I don't think you're bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm bad, but I definitely think there are other people around my level that probably like at least stat wise are stronger.
It's the scrolls. It's the scrolls.
yeah, his
Yeah.
scrolls. I
Quite a-
think we just compared those yesterday are pretty close to mine, which surprised me very much.
Yeah, I'm
How many scrolls do you have?
I'm at around like 5,800 for scrolls.
I don't know what I'm at. I might be like 6,000. I can't even be certain.
Yeah, I'm at 5,100, and I was like, you that close to me? Mind blown.
I mean, I'm not like J-Hot that just
Oh my god!
like a bunch of scrolls.
You did just buy a ton of scrolls.
There's some people with a lot of scrolls. Reset that one. I have 6,400.
Question for all you three, because you guys are more older server. Do you guys either know or still buy those ridiculous like collection packs that, let's say the one that's out right now, or like the $100 one where you choose your scrolls, souls? Do you guys buy those, or you guys always pass on those?
I used to buy those at the beginning, but yeah, I've been passing them for like the past few months.
I personally
I know
never
what-
bought them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the new event, there's the Festival Goods shop where you can like selection pack your stuff for like scrolls.
I didn't even see that.
Avians, pack cards.
It wasn't open. It wasn't open the first day. It opened up like day 4 or something.
Yeah, it was when the back came out. Is when that selection packs came out.
I didn't even see it.
You
That's what
definitely
me
want
and
the
Frank were
cheaper.
talking about.
You want the cheaper packs 8 because it has cards for cheap. It has the star array cards
Look at
for
that.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome,
like
mate.
Look at that.
me and
let me
Blake were
win.
saying.
Thank you.
Me and Blake were saying that J-Hot was buying a bunch of scrolls. That's how she was buying them, is through that.
That's
I
crazy.
think Wu said he focused on scrolls too. When people were focusing on hammers, he was buying scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been
that's a
focusing
tough.
on. I've been focusing on hammers like each event up until recently.
What's your artifact at?
My artifact. Let's see. Let me log in. It's kind of funny because recently I've been focusing on the empowerment gear. Like I know, like
Oh yeah.
You guys talked about it. It's like it's not recommended, but it's like I actually been getting kind of lucky with them. So
I know. Yeah, and I'm just like, here's another failed one. 6 out of 6, 7 out of 7.
Yeah, I'm not that high. I'm at level 79 for my artifact.
That is pretty high to beat.
I don't.
I was about to say you're 10 above me currently, Blank.
Same.
So real quick, Lunchbox
That
was asking when
83.
we're getting merch, or when. Or the real question is, when do we get merch? If we
There's a merge on the 10th.
do what?
I don't know what for.
What?
There's a merge on the 10th. But I don't know what for.
Merch.
Oh, merch.
Merchandise.
Oh, merge. But there is a merge on the 10th. I don't for those newer servers, I think.
They probably
why
won.
getting those bots. All those bots.
I'm telling
popping
you, they're dev bots. There's an influx of dev bots. It happened the last time pre-merge. There's got to be a merge on the horizon. They're sniffing out our server, seeing what's going on. I have 2 brand new friend requests from a level like 24. It's not like you just made an account and joined the server. Like you just came back after 11 months.
Oh,
No,
I've been
it's
getting that
suspicious.
too. You're right. That is suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering
There
where
were
all these
like 8
people are
people
coming
that.
from.
Yeah, and they just randomly they type it. The one was like swag. Just randomly type in the chat, and then you never hear from them again. Level 24, level 30. Like they're just devs using inactive account to spy on the server just to see for server activity. That's what it is. That's a conspiracy.
I love that theory. But
It's
my
conspiracy,
counter
I'm telling
question to Lunchbox is, what merch do you want to see?
Probably not Crushy merch.
Oh, definitely Christian merch. The myth, the legend, the god t-shirts for sure on sale.
No.
Grab it now before they go.
Well,
Probably 8 wide with just a Betty White hot dog.
Yes.
well, everybody's definitely wanting your famous saying 8. Big Daddy Chunk.
So be good for your power.
Yep, Big Daddy Chunk deserves one.
Yeah. With Chunk Daddy?
Or Chunk Daddy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's his official name.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
I mean, we could.
Scrolls and game. Yeah.
It's on the horizon. It's just there's a lot behind the scenes that have to be done, which some of it's going, but there's a lot more that goes with it all. So, I mean, eventually we'll get to that point.
Did I get demoted to a pencil? Chunk Daddy's taking all the fame.
That's the only important one.
Right?
Pretty much. Blank, what keeps you playing? Like, what were you a day one download?
Yeah, it's a day
10/24,
one
I imagine,
download. Yeah, but what keeps me playing is essentially the community. Like that's with any games I've played. If there's not a community of like people that I actually talk to, like I'm not motivated to keep playing the game.
So it's like everybody else's answer. Everybody's just it's the community, just bringing everybody to play a
Although-
game.
Yeah.
Although I do find his answer a little ironic because he did say community, but I think he also said earlier he didn't even join the Discord for his family.
No,
He's in our
I'm in
Discords
the
now.
Discord. Yeah, I'm in
Oh,
the
okay.
Discord for
Yeah.
the family. I'm just not actively talking on there because I'm more talking in the
That's what
game.
they meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he talks. Oh, he talks all right.
Just floating text.
Um,
Oh, somebody here said people can join full servers. There are slots sometimes. I thought they were all closed.
So-
I'd be joining all of those open servers.
so Snowy is also asking, what other games do you play, Blink?
Currently, right now, it's mainly just mobile games. It's what I have time for. So, Legend of Mushroom right now, and Super Snail's the other one. But yeah, I mean, other games I've played in the past. Let's see, RuneScape. That's an old one. I played StarCraft for a good amount of time. Gunbound. Maple Story I played for years, and that's kind of like what I got. The reason why I started playing Legend of Mushroom because they basically just stole Maple Story artwork. So I kind of
Didn't they-
make off of Maple Story.
Didn't they make a new Maple Story game? Are you into that?
They did. I never downloaded it and tried it. So yeah, I spent way too many years on Maple Story. I don't want to get reinvested.
Because I played StarCraft myself, which race did you play?
Third.
Did you Zerg
Yeah.
Rush like a
Yeah.
jerk? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Mhm.
To be fair, I never played Melee that often. It's mostly just the custom maps that I was playing with, so like the tower defenses, the bounds, such.
Yeah, the campaign stuff. Yeah.
Dude, that it was so bad that it became a verb. Like people use it outside of StarCraft. Like, oh yeah, I got zerged.
Mm-hmm.
I usually associate it to, like, if you ever play like you used to play like survival games like War Z, where you would have this survival game where you're just looting and stuff, and then we would always say the Brazilians are like the Zerg. They come in packs of like 30 and just wipe out the whole server.
How did you discover Legend of Mushroom? Like, were you just browsing around and on ad
Yeah,
I'm asking
so
blank.
it was on my Facebook I guess feed, and yeah, I was like, oh, this artwork basically just looks like a rip off of Maple Story. I guess I'll try it.
with your 3,000 free spins for downloading and entering code LOM7777.
Yeah.
3,000 free spins. Yeah. That's how they got me. I was like, oh, I love free spins. Here I am. Oh. So this is your third merge, and people might not know Loki and Blank and myself are all in the same family. So it's like a little family reunion. And your first merge, how did that go? Like, what were you most excited for? Like, what was the server activity before your merge, and what were you most excited about?
No, felt like server activity before merge was okay. After merge, more or less, I think server activity like stayed around the same. Like it was not like we merged with a dead server because we got like said Azu, Bobo, the Moldy brothers, and a couple other people. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Like I guess it didn't feel like that different to me.
And then what about the second merge? Because I mean, you
Second
guys
merge
are
was with
like
me.
you guys were strong. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you know, we
Yeah,
competed
second
against you in
merge-
Brawl, so
Yeah, second merge with you guys. Like I was like, oh, wow, I'm no longer like the big fish here, because you got like you Hollow and Code now. So like, oh, okay, I guess I actually have to try harder in arena now.
yeah. I mean, well, it's pretty chill, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I was actually
Oh,
happy
goodness.
that we merged you guys, because then because before I didn't have like any like strong warriors to actually like practice against, and since you guys joined, made I guess like practicing like new builds like a lot easier.
What are you guys hoping to get for your
Yeah,
next
we were.
merge?
Sister Bap, bring her over. Yep, bring her over.
You have Susan.
mean,
You have Susan on your server.
Do we have what?
Susan.
No, Susan's not on our server. But I don't. I mean, I think we're all right with whoever we would get. I think.
Yeah, as long as we don't get merged with like dead servers, I think we'll find with whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even as long as, like I said, even if they're dead, as long as there's a couple active, I don't care about power as long as they're active. Yeah. But it's all worked out well for us.
So
We did have a couple people recently quit though.
We had somebody wig out yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, we just lost. It looks like we just lost Kev. Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so I feel like you guys should be happy for what your situation is compared to what the Crusher and I have, and a majority of the some of the viewers that are in the chat right now. This is our third merge, and participation wise, it's so terrible. It's really bad. I have personally for myself, it's like Family Brawl dead, Showdown, whatever. Parking, it's hard to paint first when you just have no activity. You know what I mean? The game's almost becoming more dead for me the more I play it, unfortunately. So I think you guys have a very good upper echelon there with activity. So do you think they should?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they should implement younger servers into you guys over time?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not complaining about our activity at all. I'm very happy with how our server is. It's been able to maintain. It's been since November since we merged, and we've been able to maintain some activity. Yeah, but I'm not complaining about it at all because other servers have horrible. But I don't see why a server from I don't see why the 400s can't merge with us. Crushers and Legends. We're all. It's not like there's a gap. Obviously he's been able. There have been players that have been able to make up that power gap. So why not merge us all together?
For sure. I mean, unfortunately, the other thing is though, if that did get implemented, there are a lot of lower tier players in our generation.
Oh.
But maybe it'd be like a good motivation, but it could also be not maybe something like why do I even play at this point? Because you're also going to run into a point where you guys are in your 160, 170s, and they're maybe because of the 50 rule limit or 50 level limit, some may not be able to participate. So I think if they had to do that, they would definitely have to change that rule.
I would like to just point out that we have players that are 40, 50 million in our family.
Mm-hmm. We just had somebody join just now that was 58 million.
Yeah, as long as they're active, we don't care. And you guys started in July. You guys started right around after our first merge in July.
Yes.
So, and you know, I have two alts that I started right at that same time, and they're, that's a good comparison of what a free to play is capable of at that time. So I don't know, level 136, 138, 55 million. There's no expectation for power. Just be active. That's all. Yeah. Nobody gets turned down because they're low power.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I will agree with you though, Max. Like, I do see some people might end up quitting just because they feel like, oh, like power gaps like even bigger now, and they lose motivation to keep playing. But I also feel like it might help some people because then like they'll get like more like, I guess, available like help in terms of like how they should build, or how like what they should be investing in terms of like scrolls or empowerment gear or whatever. So it might help them like stay more motivated to continue to play. So you're gonna have like both sides depending on the person.
And some servers might not be, they might not have players that can carry them through Clouds, 25 or the new level 10 Ice Dungeon, or they might not have that. So just extra help, or avians that we have access to that you guys didn't.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yes, avians is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just for that reason alone, I think you should, I don't, sure there's a power gap, but I really don't think anybody who enjoys playing the game, like if that's what deters them is, oh, I'm a little lower power than people in my family, then maybe it's not the game for you.
I mean,
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, personally speaking, for me, like if we, let's just say our servers merge, I'd be happy because activity I'll be able to learn from you guys, which of course they can just do through Discord as well. But end game makes it a little bit better. You know what I mean? That little bit of connection.
Yeah.
I'd be stoked for better competition. Really, I mean, I think that's the other factor that drives our players away is stale competition. Because I think for some players around you got the same teams the third week in a row, but the families have a big power gap where it's like they can do nothing and win just from numbers alone, from activity. Because that was just a luck of the draw.
Yeah, the staleness in the beginning of the game is what made the whales in my original server quit. They got bored of killing each other to the point where they were like, nobody's giving me a fight. Like, and then the cross server arena came out, and even then they were just like, I don't know, not enough fun.
Oh yeah, the whales are always first to quit. I think someone said it well. It's usually the free to play that stick to it because they have their daily routine. But the whales is if they ever get a merge or get competition that beats them, they're not used to losing, so they quit.
Mhm.
Or it just gets so stale because they don't get competition that's fun, and then they quit. But it's always the whales that are first to go.
Yeah, I mean, some people just are so used to being the big fish that when other bigger fish come, they don't like it.
But that's fair,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
And not every server every server has their own environment. I don't know what it's like on other servers. I'm sure some are toxic, some are. You try to keep it limited, and just be good for your power, and activity is what's important. It doesn't matter. So I think it promotes a healthy server, and I think that's why we've been able to maintain for as long as we have. Slowly dropping, but not as quickly as some of the other servers.
Yeah, I do know.
I think we still have 100. I think we still have 100 on our last claim box.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty decent to me.
Yeah.
10 of them are spy bots, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the last 3 claimed all had 100. There's one with 108, so 92 players.
I could see how, if you merge newer servers with older servers, some people might not be receptive to, helping the newer servers, or, just kind of looking down on them. I don't know. And that's unfortunate. That really drives away a lot of players too, if you just can't get along. So you're all on the same team.
I mean, I do feel like as servers get older, like the toxic players tend to just die off and quit. So
yeah, the trash takes itself out.
Yeah. I know our neighboring servers have a lot of drama, but as far as ours go, we're pretty much civil throughout. There's maybe like one person, but he's kind of mellowed out now. I think drama is definitely a motivation killer for a lot of people.
I don't think drama necessarily is. It's kind of entertaining, but I think the bullying is the motivation killer.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. Zero tolerance on our server.
Yeah, I'm the one that handles all that. All about it.
We let Code handle that. He gets all sassy and takes care of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have. Thank goodness we don't have any issues usually. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, Blank, since this is all about you, I just lost my damn question.
I got a question for you, Blake.
Yep.
We always talked about things you liked about the game. Like, what do you dislike about the game? What do you hate? What would you advocate for them to like fix or change? What grinds your gears?
Well, I already mentioned that. Like, I wish they upped the rates on the cards for Star Array. That's one for sure, because it's really annoying how I keep saving up, doing 10 pulls and getting like one card that not even the one I want.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else that I find really annoying in the game?
Mage PvE.
Yeah, I feel like Mage PvE wise isn't as good like as other classes. But I mean, yeah, like they upped warriors for PvE. I feel like, but they didn't really up like any of the other classes. So yeah, I agree with that one.
What about Cheetah? Are you a fan of Cheetah?
I have Cheetah, but I guess intentionally, unintentionally, I don't use Cheetah because I don't know. I guess I feel like I want to be able to like have builds that don't rely on Cheetah, but also it's also not really necessarily intentional. Just because as a mage, pretty much you need Cloud for damage. If you're not using Cloud, you need something to help you survive, and I feel like Shuttle's better in terms of, for that because of the damage resist and shield that you get from that. So I guess that's why I'm saying intentional, unintentional. I don't use Cheetah, but yeah, I mean I'm fine with people using Cheetah. I have no problems with it. It's just part of the game. It's just another item. Yeah, it is kind of like unfortunate for free-to-play players because it makes beating people that have Cheetah like really difficult. But I mean, it's kind of like you're gonna have this happen in almost any game that's basically pay to win.
That's fair.
Yep. Do you think they are shooting out too much? Are they making too much? Or, jeez, I can't even question anything right tonight. I'm sorry. Do you think they are putting out too much content too quick, as far as events go?
Yeah, I mean, I I've already like kind of felt this like months ago. I felt like yeah, they're just pumping out events just to, like get people's money, and like I kind of don't like that aspect of it. I understand because they're a business, they need to make money. But yeah, like I feel like they are pumping out like things like too quickly, and I feel like it's just new event item. It's like could potentially be overpowered. Oh, this will get people to like spend a lot of money trying to get it. Oh, let's like figure out like a different way to like have them pull for this item that could potentially get them to spend more. Like
Yeah.
yeah, different mechanics on how to pull these new event items now. It's like yeah, I mean. I guess I have to just to have the new event item just in case it it's overpowered. Otherwise, I'll fall behind.
Yeah, I thought the 3 forks for 1 pole. I thought that was a clever little trick that they pulled on us for this. What was it? The Mirage back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like for what? Yeah.
Yeah, I think in general they're finding ways to change the mechanics to lower the drop rate, maybe increase like the crap you get, while also reducing the rebate aspect of everything, and then like reducing the chances of like getting something early, which overall arcing reduces how much you have to spend. Like they're like reducing all the good aspects of the.
Yeah,
like
this back event sucked.
Yeah, like the fact that it doesn't even have like a pity system is like you just have to get lucky. And like the what's it the black hole thing, like the thing to get rid of like some of the lower ranked prizes. It's like you can only use it twice, and it's like what? Like I don't understand why they would need to limit that. Just adding new new mechanics to these events to just get people to spend more money.
Yeah, what was it? 280 poles, and you need 3 forks a pole. So, I mean, is it really that much?
With a 0.07% chance of actually getting it.
Yeah, and the other, like the common prizes, it was like what 5,000 gold, 400 ore, like garbage.
So,
yeah, that was.
Itachi asked, or not asked more, I don't know if this is a question or a statement, but he's saying to make this arm work on pal pets. Or on pals. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like since, well, I'm not even sure if they really did do this, but I heard like they fixed it so crit res works on pal crits now. I actually haven't like really tested myself to be sure, but
no, Farah was saying that that's true because he's got like 3,000 crit res, and that somebody was hitting him with Tamer, and it was basically doing nothing against him because they had crit pal damage at like 3,500, so it was only 500 crit going through.
Yeah, I think after that update, like they need to fix that class in general, because like I feel like yes, some stuff doesn't work on them, but like some stuff works way too well against them. Like that, just the crit res is just one example of that.
So, is there since we're talking about events, have you bought every single thing that has come out, or is there something that you have? Okay, I was like, I didn't know if you're missing something that you regret getting missing and then you wanted to buy back.
Yeah, I mean, I did miss some of the spinner items, but like I got those like a couple weeks ago already because I came back in the weekly spinner. So yeah, currently I have everything that's been in the spinner or in the events.
Gotcha.
Do you have the dinosaur onesie?
Yep.
Do you have the dinosaur onesie? You do?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Wait, why?
Oh, I'm hella jelly.
Oh, you don't have it?
No.
Oh.
No.
They didn't give you the. They didn't give you that.
No, and I asked them to give it to me for free, and they didn't.
Didn't you submit one with?
I said that.
Sean?
I said I don't want to participate in your event. Can you just send it to me? They said no. Yep.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't know. I was like, oh, a costume. Just start. It was what, the third day. I thought, I don't know if I'm going to play this game this long. I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah, I like how they have it on the first week when everybody's kind of like giving a feeler for it.
Yeah. And then never bring it back again.
That was like the same thing for like the bubblegum gun as well. Like in the beginning was that, and then it took forever to come back.
Did it ever come back? I don't remember it coming
It
back.
did come back eventually.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Gatlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did come back. Was it in the merge event, maybe, or it was like the first time when they introduced where you could select a second art something?
It was like the second time they did a select, like the second selection was the first time they did that. But it was like one of those first pay to win events that were like, if you didn't know if you were going to play the game, nobody bought it.
Yeah. I don't have it. I don't have a lot of artifacts.
Yeah, I feel like I have a suggestion. Like they should, like, give it a chance to come back, like even like 3 times. Then after the 3rd time, it should get thrown into the lucky spinner rotation. Like, just give the free to play players like a chance to get it. Like, they have 3 opportunities for the paid players to buy it, and then after that, like, just give up on it. Give it to the free players. Like, it's already done with. You can't keep throwing out the same cow.
True.
Diversity, so there's something
as it is.
Yeah, put some of those event items, so people could try. All they have is the hammers for an artifact. Like, why would anybody bother trying a mage or a warrior? Put some diversity out there to encourage people to play other classes. But yeah, I agree with that. Somebody also said putting your class damage on the boss soul. Oh, that's a
like a DPS meter
combo.
Instead of just instead of just combo. Yeah, whatever your class damage is, put that on the boss soul. I guess.
Yeah, that would be
or just boss damage. I guess.
Oh,
that would be a good feature, having a DPS meter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DPS meter. Or somewhere weren't we supposed to get training dummies?
We were supposed to get a lot of things, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, having a DPS
I'm
meter
the training dummy.
That training dummy DPS meter would like finalize, like, this build is the one true build. Like, you'd be able to min max the numbers. You're like, there's nothing that can beat this. Like, you can finally say okay, this build is truly better. Like, you get more damage out of it.
Damn.
Like,
but
to be
it's
able
also
to turn off the animations. There's just so much going on that you don't know what's attacking what. There's just a bunch of ship shot animations all over the screen.
Oh, kind of like the WoW battle log, so you can go back and see what actually hit, what missed.
Yeah, so you could see what pals are especially what pals are doing more damage. So, if you use the relic or whatnot, just even what skills.
Yeah,
anything.
So you can see which skills with which setup does more damage, etc., would be great.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like Crimson is better than 100 Slashes, and other times I feel like 100 Slashes is better than Crimson, and it's like, I don't know if Blank can agree with me there, but
I just use most.
Since you
are there any are there any guides or anything that you use now, or is it just all trial and error, or just
For me, it's all trial and error. Yeah. It's always been trial and error. I only found out about the guides maybe a couple months ago. I didn't realize it was actually there. But yeah, I never really looked at guides. mainly just trial and error. When especially like I said, whenever like a new event item comes out, I get it and then try it out and try to make it work.
Hmm. Yeah, you really utilize that frost set like that Christmas. I mean, you made a nice little set out of that. It was efficient too.
I mean, yeah, like when I guess like when that set was like introduced, like I was reading the effects, like oh they synergize together. That's like
Mhm.
okay, like reducing movement speed and to like have all these other debuffs. That's interesting. So yeah, I really wanted to like make a build around that.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked.
It's efficient. Is it you use that for guarding?
Yeah, I use it for guarding. I
Spill
also use
spill
it
all
in
your
my
secrets.
yeah, I use it for my guard build, and I also use it in my anti-archer build. It's because yeah, the attack speed reduction is like really strong against archers.
Hey, Blank, I got
Which
a
was your?
hypothetical question for you.
Oh,
Let's say you're kidnapped and tied to a chair. They're like electrocuting you. They ask you to give up your build. What build would you tell them? Something wild.
I mean, like, what do you mean, like give up? Like tell them like what it is, or like just like get rid of the build?
I mean, what are they gonna say? You're lying. I guess what build like what would you tell them to say to use? Like, oh yeah, you should just use this.
No.
what build are you looking for?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, why do you
Yeah, I
make a
mean,
weird question?
I guess I'll just give
Asking.
them like my generic build. Like it works for the most part on like every class. It's just some of the ones that like more focus on on like a certain aspect of their class. Like for example, like it doesn't do well against like say like 8 wide stun because like it's so like far like on one side of the spectrum. Um, so like yeah like my generic build would lose to her. But I guess not everyone builds like their build like on one complete side of the spectrum for their class. So it does work on a majority of people, and that's actually what I mainly use when during like parking plunders, and I normally bulldoze through most people there.
Is that the build that you use in crossover arena to kick Crusher's ass? That's the build that you usually use.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure.
Oh, thanks, A. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just need clarification.
Yeah. Yeah.
So since you are a mage, I assume, right? Because you always Dark Lord. Apparently, they are being buffed. What are your thoughts on that?
It's great. I've actually never really tried Dark Lord class all that much. I tried it maybe for like 1 or 2 days. Learned that like I need to focus more on attack because I actually never had a full attack statue. It's always been like HP and attack, or attack and some skill damage. But yeah, I guess I never like committed to building a Dark Lord really. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy because I feel like a lot of game updates, mage just get the short end of the stick. I mean, I feel like also tamers do too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
How easy was it for you to transition from a prophet to the bun warrior?
For me, it's relatively easy because I already had kind of like an avian with punch counter, no speeding. I mean, I don't use B like a lot of the other warrior builds use. I just use the lemon just because that's kind of. I guess I kind of already like was trying to make like a button warrior before and trying to gather everything I needed for it. So the transition for me wasn't terrible because I had already I was already planning for it. Yeah.
So since they gave us 10 gear sets, what gear sets do you collect?
So I'll collect at least one for every class. So generic combo crit for archer. That's what I mainly use for PvE. Generic counter crit for warrior. Counter regen for bun build. I have a combo skill crit and counter skill crit just for experimenting on something different. Let's see. Right now I'm trying to. I actually took this idea from you, 8. But yeah, I'm currently collecting gear for combo counter. So I thought it was interesting. Let's see, what else do I got? Actually, I need to go in the game.
Did you say combo counter?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't say
No,
that.
nothing.
I think what else do I collect here? Loading up the game. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, mage. Skill crit stun, skill crit regen. I have a combo stun that I've been working on, and I have one for tamer, so power crit and regen, and that's all 10.
Yeah. I always like, just interested in what people are collecting, and you can kind of see what their goal might be, down the road.
Yeah, half
what statues do you? Yeah.
No. Yeah. Half the gear is like generic. Everyone it's a generic stuff people collect. Other ones are like more for like theory crafting, like a potentially strong build.
Yeah, I just started collecting skill crit and regen. I was tossing it just see ya, and I had a bunch of like PAL sets, like PAL combo and regen and PAL crit and regen. I'm like, I don't even know how to use these, so I'm just gonna get rid of one of them. But I'll tell you, statues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statues.
What are you using? Like, how's your luck been?
Luck's been not so great getting those SSS plus stats. But for like statues that have full SSS on, like I have a generic one I use for mage. It's like 3 HP, 2 attack. I have one that's, I guess I was just kind of trying it out. I was trying to get like a full defense statue, but right now it's currently 4 defense, 1 HP. That didn't do as great. I have the opposite that I'd use on my bun build, which is 4 HP, 1 defense. That seems to work better. I have a full counter, full combo. I'm currently working on POW damage one. I have 4 POW damage so far, missing the last one. And I have one that's full attack that I recently just finished. And that one's for Dark Lord.
Oh, you lucky dog. Oh.
So you're actually getting good luck with your draws or pulls from lands.
It takes me maybe like around 300k to get the 1 SSS plus I want.
I think that's better odds than I get.
3.5 million in, looking for the last counter. Yep.
I think it's taken me since I've gotten SSS Plus up until about like a month ago to get a full 5 attack.
Yeah, I have to. I was working. I intended to start a fence statue, but I'll tell you, they don't pop up. And honestly, I really don't know how good it would be. I considered it, but I use it like HP and defense in 1. I think it's 4 HP, 1 defense. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping it for now, just in case some new update comes out that changes things. But yeah, so far I think HP is still the way to go. Maybe that'll change in the
Yeah.
future. Who knows?
Well, I mean, there's a lot more items with global defense on them now. I think might help bridge that gap between attack and defense. So, but yeah, I mean, why toss it if you already have it?
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you think of the new crit res? Oh, you probably don't use it, but against you, like the new crit res pal. Have you seen people use it, or do you think it's effective
I've seen
for
some
mages?
people use it. I don't think crit rest ever really affected skill crit. Did it? I'm not even sure.
Not as far as I could tell either.
I mean,
I have seen people use it
No, but-
on me, and it's very effective.
yeah, that's what I meant. Because I know you're mages and you don't crit, but like if you're facing an archer who's using it, or I mean, there aren't many like axe or crit warriors anymore, but like if you're facing Crusher who was using it, would you notice anything different? Or would you
Probably
just
not.
still walk all over them?
Yeah, yeah, I'll probably still walk over.
Whatever.
He's just built different, I guess, because I had an archer that I was beating for weeks now, put that on one of their builds, and they just absolutely demolished me.
I wonder why.
Really?
Because it shouldn't be affecting us mages.
Well, that reduces your crit res, no? The little snake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
so
right,
I already have
Yeah, yeah.
I already have a low crit res to begin with, so that extra reduction just made him melt me.
Hmm. I mean, I
Oh,
have
so you're
relatively
just
low crit res
acting.
too. I mean, I have 2,500. What's yours at?
For my gen PvP, it's about 2,300. For my stall, it's 26, and for my anti-archer, it's 25.
Hmm.
But they hit me when I was using my build with 2,300 crit res and
Okay.
demolished
low.
me.
I mean, normally, like what I have up for defending in arena, it's either my guard build or my anti-archer build. So maybe that's why I don't really feel it as much, because those two are using like the snow items, so I'm already reducing their speed. So maybe that's why I don't notice like too much of a difference in damage.
Makes sense.
What would you say is some of your weaknesses to your build? Like, what would if someone wanted to counter your build? What should they use?
Which build?
The one that beats
Your
him.
generic one in craft arena. This story's been about.
Generic one. Like I said, focus on the extreme of your class. Like I can't beat 8 wide because she focused completely on like defending and surviving. So I can't I can't do enough damage to kill her before the timer's up. And same thing with Code. Like he does so much damage to me that like I can't take his damage long enough to kill him.
He's all dog.
Mhm.
All dog.
Yeah.
I think that's the key, though, is like, when you decide what class you want to be, like, just focus it. You really have to go, like, yeah, I think to be, I don't know, you just really have to go to the extreme. That's my own thought on that.
Yeah, it's also the same reason why I lose to Mocha, because I guess her build's like I never realized this until I talked to like other people, but her build's like different than like other archers, and she just shreds
Mocha?
me. Yeah,
Wait,
I
Mocha's
never
an archer?
noticed.
yeah, Mocha's an
never
archer.
noticed.
Yeah, Mocha's
Yeah.
an archer. They hit me the other day.
What do you? Well, I've seen that new regen, that combo regen or evasion or whatever. I don't know what they're using, but I couldn't beat Anchu. I mean, I had the wrong set on, but I don't know what that regen stuff is on the archers, but it's working, I guess, for defense. Have you attacked or faced any of them?
yeah. I seen people start using that combo regen build, and I think I I did lose to someone. Forget who it was. Looking through all the text here. Oh, it was Azure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, I used to beat him pretty easily before, but then I guess since he swapped to this new build, like I was surprised. Like when I hit him, I was like, "Oh, I lost." Then I had to watch the replay. It's like, "Oh, they're doing some kind of like
Yeah.
combo regen build setup." That's like, interesting.
Yeah, it's nasty. Like it's a dirty little build.
Yeah, because I know some of the archers I've talked to have wanted to, do a combo regen build, but they couldn't get it to work the way they wanted to. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's beneficial for them.
Let's
Sounds
see
like
here.
a artifact
Column said,
up, up completed or something.
I don't know what you would use. Yeah. I mean, I'm not an archer, so. Mocha and
I think
Column said
Archer-
Mocha and Shroomie are from the same server. They're dirty versus regen mages.
I think Archer's main problem with trying to do a stall or regen build is the fact that they don't like focus HP or defense at all. Like most of them have 300 million or 500 million HP, and then they've got like 5 million attack and like 800 defense. So their ratios are just so far off compared to like something that a mage or a warrior would use that it just doesn't work the same.
I mean, that's just from they're probably archers since day one and just focus that. Why would
Exactly.
as an archer? Why would you focus HP or defense other than like needing the bare minimum?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they have there is no defense build for an archer. Not like, and mages. At first it was skill crit and stun, and the skill crit regen wasn't for a little while. Like you didn't start seeing bun mages. It was a little while till you saw them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Everybody mage wise was basically taught from day one skill crit stun. Still skill crit stun.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then, gosh, I don't remember who it was that had the skill crit regen. Who popped that out?
Free to play.
Maybe Chem.
We will never know what he looks like. He will remain anonymous and never show his face.
Sorry.
I prefer it that way. Just
Me
leave the
too.
mystery.
Yep.
Never meet your hero.
I'm about to buy this dude like
Did
a
you-
fucking headset so his mic is better. My god.
Yeah. Did you use all of your crossover attacks today, Blank?
I did the free 5. I still have gem ones I can use.
Oh. So you can still did you already smash Crusher?
No, I could right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, I think it's been a while. I don't know, man.
It's been a while, yeah. Let's find out if you've gotten stronger.
Hit him!
Let's see. How do
I feel like you're more antsy because I was testing and I was losing this morning, so I'm 99th place, and I feel like she's pushing everyone to keep me down.
Let's see. How do I share?
It's me with the dank beard.
Figure out how to share my screen here.
Oh, getting the ass kicking live. Oh, I can't wait.
Careful what you wish for.
There it is. Share your screen.
Don't forget to subscribe if you are watching, and maybe hit that little thumbs up.
Subscribe, like the video. There's a notification bell still there.
Yeah, a deserving.
Okay. See my screen?
I see it.
Oh wait.
Yep.
Oh wait. Yeah. Here, let me click on it. Make sure your notifications off. We don't want to see any hot dogs.
That's it, Crusher. You said you were down pretty low.
He's probably like 100 or 101.
Yeah, there he is,
99.
99.
You guys are doing so.
All right.
Keep it up.
Here we go. Ooh, getting pretty close.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, please don't lose.
Oh, shh.
Oh, wow.
That's about how my
Look at all
fight's
that
going.
absolute. Wow.
Right.
Look at all that absolute blood bet you just lost. Crazy. Another one.
So,
All right.
Big Head is 99.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
GG's. Yeah, I was testing some builds when I was attacking some region builds.
He was.
Yeah,
he
that was
practicing.
my generic build. Yep.
You hit me while I was a prophet. You went for the easy dub, and you lost.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just your regular bun. I got excited because I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna win. And then I ran out of time. I was like, no.
Literally says prophet.
Why would I assume you're a
Oh,
prophet?
man.
You're always a warrior.
I know. I was just trying something new.
That's
I
how I
tried
stole
Spirit
you in my
Tamer,
dorm
too.
this morning. You're in
Hmm?
profit using your normal PvP, and I took you in my dorm this morning that way.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the 1019 agents hit me when I was a tamer.
Jeez.
I won. Yeah.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
I think I defended against one of the Asians, so-called Asians. I don't know if it's them, but they just had the characters. I'm like, is that like the ones he keeps talking about, or are these different people? But
Yeah.
I know
Well,
I got
they
a
were-
couple
Probably
of
them.
They were in my group, group 7 for the 2v2 arena. Those are the Asians that she's talking about. They're also in our parking this week.
I think they're brothers.
You know, Moldy actually translated their names, and their names are basically the equivalent to "money makes you happy."
together or each.
I don't know if both of them together or how they did it or whatever, but Moldy was saying the translation for their names is "money makes you happy."
One of them, well, I guess two of them have the same name, and that's the one that translates to. The other one, I don't know what it translates to.
Does anybody know who Boost Me Please is?
Yeah, it's PJ. I think it's PJ.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I boost them all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think PJ was in here. I saw him chit-chatting. Yeah, he's married to ASU, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The boy wants a boost. I mean, I'm not going to hit him because I think I'm out of attacks, actually. I used all 10 on Crusher.
Did you really?
No.
Damn it.
No, but let me tell you. I searched for him through this tournament for 2-3 days, and he would not pop up. So I know it's rigged. It's fixed because I would have blown the bottom right out of you 10 times.
They're
But
saving us
you
for
just didn't come up
the
in my
final
search.
round. They want us to fight in the final
I guess.
round.
I guess. Yeah, you did not pop up, but Loki they popped up. I don't know.
Oh my
Loki,
god.
Hollow, Calm and Woo, mid.
Oh yeah, they did. All right.
I
Yeah.
had like 40 hits day 2 of the bracket runs. It was insane. My name, I feel like, popped up more on everybody's page than anybody else's.
Yeah, you guys just kept popping up, but I could not find Crusher, and I was looking. I was relentless. I just kept looking. I thought, well, this is how it is. I guess he's just meant to be in the top 16.
That's right.
Congrats, by the way. Moving
Really?
on.
Thank
Nice
you. I
job.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Did you guys get first or second? I guess I could have looked, but I didn't.
We got second. The
Did you?
Australia, Asia. I think that's how you say the name. Demolished it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Code and I lost to them too.
They hit me 4
I
times.
don't know how it.
Qualifier.
Did they?
They hit me 4 times.
Hmm.
They
Hey,
won every time.
Way to go. Way to go, Code, or whoever took that lot. Nice job.
I think it was Code.
I think it was me.
Oh, you just hit
Oh,
it?
was it you?
Yep. It
Nice.
says 1024 successfully plundered instead of any name. It just 1024.
Yep, I just represent the entire server.
Link
Yeah.
is the server.
So, speaking of server stuff, do you like sailing, Blank?
Yeah, I do like it, and I'm glad they updated the map, because before it's just like, I mean, it sucked for anyone that I guess like got trapped in their own area, because that was like possible before. But I mean, this new map, I like that they fixed that. It's also annoying that some of the buildings take multiple hits in order to take.
Mm.
And it's possible for someone to do all the work, and then someone just comes in to get the last hit and take it. That's I feel like they should fix that, because
Yeah, I feel you
it's
on
real
that.
it's real annoying.
I feel like it should be server-based amount of hits, because, say me and you hit it 7 times, and then somebody from another server comes in and gets that last hit. It's like, we just wasted 7 energy for that
Yeah.
one person to just swoop in and take it.
So,
Yeah, other than that, I think
that
everything
was
else is fine.
with the city.
say you
Yeah.
faced Calm last time, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you two zoom across the map? I feel like that's what that was. What that was.
Com was the one mainly zooming across the map. I zoomed occasionally just to keep up in the rankings. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really competing with Com for first. I told him to. I just went second. And yeah.
But there's just so many.
And I know Com's
It was a sweaty season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Calm, I know you have multiple accounts on your server. Was every single one, even his alts, flying across the map, or just his main?
I think his main and one alt was the ones that were mainly zooming. The other ones weren't. Com, you can correct me.
We're just cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Just gas to kill whatever he's gonna kill. Yeah.
It's interesting too, because at the beginning, I could actually compete with Com and Rafiki, and then I guess I Hollow, I guess, as offered to marry me for a partner in game, so divorced, lost all all those stat boosts from the ring. And married Hollow, and yeah, I couldn't be calm anymore after that.
It was a beautiful wedding, though.
Mhm.
Complete with fist bump. Yeah, that was a tough season, but I mean, it was fun. The new map, it helped. Oh
Mhm.
goodness. Oh, there was something I was going to ask and I forgot.
I feel bad.
Yeah. Oh, so Crusher thinks that he could, like, his server could take our server in parking, and that he would just walk through our lots with a little planning. If
Yes,
our server was to
okay.
face his, I mean, who do you think would come out on top?
I think the answer is pretty obvious. That's the reason why our server's feared.
Yeah. I mean, other than Woo server, you just can't. Yeah. Oh, number two to 1021. But yeah, what do you
Reading
have to
the
say about that,
YouTube chat.
Crusher? Crusher, you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, you guys have a rude awakening coming when we get close to you guys or match up to you guys.
I don't know
Who are
if,
you going to target
if that's
first?
Well, the first day is just trial and error, right? I got to see how many these stacks I need on you guys, and then I need to coordinate. So I would coordinate off least to most, and then I would have everyone hit to line you guys up, knock you out 1, 2, 3 in a row.
I don't know if they'll have enough
He's gonna
players
one-
for that.
yeah.
Oh, he's going to
and
1, 2, 3 us. Oh.
You're also gonna get debuffed too. Remember that.
Oh yeah. My build does really well, people.
Oh man,
Hmm?
we're
I
gonna get
don't
1, 2, 3.
I don't claim this dude, by the way. You guys just let me be.
I might be slightly delusional, but still, like, I'm an ambitious person.
That's fair. Yeah, I know he's very hungry. He wants to face the older servers. It's nothing against the younger servers. It's just like plow through a server, done. Okay, move on. There's no true thought to it other than just trying to. It's a number game of versus active players for us. That's all that is right now.
Yeah, and you probably would be in the top for plunders, Crusher. I mean, not gonna lie, you probably would be, but I think overall, you're not taking the lots. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, if I don't take the lots, and then I would just go for plunders. So I would tell like, "Hey, attack!" until I see like a gap of weak players, and then I'm like, then I jump in unless people start moving up. But I'll jump in and just take as many as I can.
Wait, you can push your guard up?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Hey,
Oh, that's crazy.
okay, troll.
Troll, I swear. I was like, oh god, what did I unleash?
Wow, that's crazy. If somebody pushed their guard up to block somebody from attacking.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Game mechanic
That's-
101.
Yeah, wow. What a
I know,
strategy.
but then it would be a fake crusher that you guys all jump up, and then he's dead, and then the real one comes up behind, and then starts sleeping through.
And you just keep stopping the crushers.
Wow.
It is one feature that I wish they would add too. Like they have a move to top. I wish there was a move to bottom for guard.
Yeah. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I wish I could
That
go to
would
the
be
bottom so people
broken.
could get debuffed first.
Too excited to
It wouldn't
guard.
work for war, though. It
Gotta
would not work
guard the
for war.
lot. Right in the front, and he's like, I don't know why nobody's attacking my lot. Because you're sitting right at the front, Blank. You're right at the top.
Like right now, it's just me and Blake sitting a lot. I wonder if we're ever gonna get hit.
I mean, it took them like it took all of them to hit me to kill me last time. So I mean, I guess they're more intimidated now. I don't know.
I stood at the top too, but they just send their weakest player to attack me and move me to the bottom. And then they all attack at once.
No, he took one of the Asians with an 8 debuff, so
I think my proudest moment was I killed Kitty Pixel in my stall today. That surprised me.
the 8 wide's disciple.
Yep. That's what it says.
Oh,
I
shout
have
out
to
to
say
KP and the girls.
I have to say the time machine is like bringing me back to my glory days of like going down the stack with 10 stacks and still killing people. Like I'm so glad like this mount came out to counter Cheetah.
I haven't used cheetah in a while. I'd probably just slap it on for the tournament at some point, but no. I love that spaceship.
I'll say for the chat, imagine if Crusher actually had a damn mic.
Yeah.
Coming soon, 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
You don't have one of those little clip-on ones that people just walk around and hold like this, like, hello. When you see them out eating, making videos, talking into their, shirt.
No, I did have. That's what I was using a little while ago, but I got home and have my earbuds now, and they're not as good.
Okay. Nice.
All right, so we are going on about 2 hours. We can shoot the shit, kind of like what we have been, or we can do one round, ask one question, end it. Up to you guys, 100%. All right, moment of silence for
Looking us or the audience.
I have a question for Blank here.
Yep.
Besides no speeding and barrel dodge, what other affix do you think a mage absolutely needs?
With the current meta, wind tear, definitely. There's no way to actually do enough damage to these like HP Sage builds unless you have wind tear. Yeah, I think that's one that I would say it's needed currently. Wind tear.
Yeah.
Whatever it's pronounced. Yeah.
Wind tear.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree.
I have a question for you. So, when you first lost to me, did like your heart drop? Like, what was your first reaction? What was your first emotion of that defeat?
Well, I hit you because it's like, oh hey, it's Crusher. It's like, oh, he's a warrior. I'll hit him with my anti regen, anti bun build. It's like, oh, you're not a bun. Oh, okay. Well, I lost. Okay. Well, wonder if I can make this work to beat you with it, so I don't have to keep swapping builds. And yeah, that's why I kept trying to hit you afterwards. And it's like, okay, you know what? I need at least one win here, so I switched to my generic build, and yeah, as you saw in the
that was my follow-up question. So you never got it fine-tuned to that you can beat me and the regens at the same time?
Nope, I wasn't able to get it to work where I could both beat regen and you with that build.
Good to know. I think the audience really wants to know that.
Yeah, when he shared that, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I said, you can't beat him. He's like, no, I can beat him in my regular set. I was like, well, put it on and hit him. Don't let him beat you. Like,
honestly, it was bad timing because this was after the Calm incident. So like the ego was already inflated and it was a hot match.
Yeah.
Like I was like one after another, top dogs were losing.
Yeah, he shared it. I was like, oh, come on. Oh, not B.
Yeah.
Mm.
I sat there and was like, if I can't kill him, then I'm screwed.
We're gonna have a special episode when 8th day finally comes. We'll have we'll talk, you know, one on one how she's feeling, going through her emotions.
Yeah,
Start it all.
it'll come. Yeah, I'll have to talk to my therapist about it, and yeah, it'll be a big day for me. Might be absent for a little bit. Somebody else will have to do Brawl. It'll be tough, but you know,
no,
thoughts and pairs. I'll get through it.
we can't not have you do Brawl at this point. That's like a staple. 8 wide does brawls.
Yep.
So,
And then 8 wide throws blank in one lane and blank kills 27 people. That's what happens.
Just giving away our strategy. Week 3, Loki, giving it away. Now I gotta mix it up.
Well, maybe it'll be
Hey, how about a
me
shout
next
out?
time.
Shout out to all the crushies out there, huh?
no.
Oh,
All right, so real quick, I got a couple questions from chat. Itachi is asking Blank, what is your favorite anime?
I think currently, well, I mean, I haven't really like seen any new anime from the current seasons that really like I would call like my favorite. I guess I would say, funny enough, No Game No Life.
Ironic.
Did you enjoy Solo Leveler?
Yeah, I mean, I read it. I watched like the first season. I haven't actually caught up with the second season yet. But yeah, I think based on what I've seen, like it's pretty good. It's interesting how they came out with 2 versions and changed up the setting of the anime between the 2 versions.
All right. The second question I got is from Jessica. This is going to Loki. Where did the name Loki come from?
Well, there's a few things. I used to use the username that I have for Discord, which is "Why are you envious?" And it's just the letters, so people get confused all the time. And the game, I was using it in many games, and it was just getting everybody confused. They were saying, "Why are you nervous? I don't understand." And I was like, you know what? I'm very heavy into like spirituality, Norse paganism, stuff like that. And I was like, let's see if Loki goes in some games. And I was like, oh, it does. So I just kind of stuck with that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's 2 things about your beard. Where did you get your beard from? Because you didn't grow it, you know.
Well, I got it from my dad, you know.
oh, was that question for Loki?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
What about
I
Oh.
want to know where Aitlin got hers from.
Oh, I was gonna say I got it from my mom. I got the sweet mustache from my dad.
brother?
Yeah, this is a 3-year beard, though. It's been growing for a while. Actually, funny enough, I measured it the other day. It's about 9 inches long.
Ooh.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Going size doesn't matter.
Piggybacking off of that, Scotty, he was saying we need a Loki beard as a cosmetic.
I think there's something close enough that I know me and Blank use on a daily basis. It's like that little like it's more of like just this, but I mean it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So that beard, I was fiddling around because I changed from Little Red Mushroom. I put on the did you ever notice if you put on the Peppy costume and that beard, it's like the beard is right under the eyes above the mouth. It gives the eyes like a beard. Yeah.
But 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it on with the beard, and the beard was like under the eyes above the mouth. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Oh, that is.
I can
Oh
use
god.
that.
What do you?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you're welcome.
I didn't need to see that.
Yeah. How long is that beard in hot dog length? Yes.
Hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog's a hot dog, so.
Yeah.
Moldy Cheese is asking if you can adopt him, please. I'm assuming this is to Blank.
Sure.
I would have said no.
No, Cheese is cool. Talked to him for a few months now. So
Oh yeah, that was your first merge, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh goodness. I have a question for you, Blank. Would you like to see my dog?
Sure.
Oh, okay, let me go get him.
He
He's
hasn't been on
sleeping. I
stream
can
yet.
hear him snoring. So, no, he's snoring.
She answered like there was a possibility he would say no.
Oh goodness.
A couple
He's so
questions came in.
Okay.
They are asking Blank, what do you think of the meta right now? Do you like it or do you dislike it?
I mean, I like it because, like I said, I like it when people come up with an idea that other people haven't thought of yet, and it ends up working. Because then I have something like I have something to like one test against and two build against. So it's like it's better for theory crafting in general. And so far, I made a build that works for most of these people using this meta, using the new meta. Doesn't work on everyone, but good enough for me.
Okay. Somebody is asking. Oh my god, so cute. I just looked to the side. I see a chunk. So Jessica is asking you, Loki. Did you look up to anybody?
So originally, when I was first starting off, there was a guy that was on my server. His name was Vasi Kylo, and he was the strongest mage I had known of. And it actually took me months to even chat in game. So I had originally started to slowly ask him questions because he was a mage, and eventually he quit. And then I had nobody, and I was like, "Well, this sucks." And then I went to Discord, found Dr. Shroom, and I was like, "Okay, that's cool." And then we merged with Hollow, and I was like, "Hollow is my father." Ever since then, I was like, one day I'm going to catch up to Hollow. I don't care how I do it; it's going to happen. I want to catch up to Hollow.
Scotty, this question is for you, 8. Scotty is asking, can Chunk Daddy get a treat?
Yeah. Would you like? Do you want some cheese? Do you want some cheese? Well, let's go get some cheese. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, I'll be right back. Let me go get him some cheese. Oh, he's a little glutton for cheese. Okay.
I got a question for Loki.
Come on.
Do you have a text that you want to attack me live?
I actually was working on a build one day, but I haven't gotten the gears that I want to complete it. Because I tried it on code, and I actually got 50% of his HP down compared to my normal, not even doing any damage. But I don't have the full gear set yet.
It might be close to enough to beat Crusher because my generic build gets code down to maybe 20-30%.
Well, it's not even a generic build. It's more of a specialized build. I kind of know how Crusher's build works in terms of damage mitigation and stuff like that. So I've found a way to kind of slow him down enough to the point where that mitigation doesn't matter anymore. But the thing is, I don't have the full gear set yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see your progress.
I'm not practicing it right now. I already know I'm going to lose. I mean, you could bring up your game right now and then show the 4 times you hit me, and that'll be enough, right?
So a follow-up question.
Never be as good as me.
Good.
No, go ahead.
I said a follow-up question if for if Chunk Daddy gets a treat, can he do any tricks, or can he do any tricks, and what tricks can he do?
Yeah, he can sit, and he can give his little paw. Oh, my headphones just died. Oh, they died. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. He can give a paw, and he can sit, and sometimes he smiles. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty stubborn though. He doesn't really. This is it. He sleeps 20 hours a day.
Then Jessica is asking, I'm assuming for blank, toughest server to go up against.
Definitely Woo server, and yeah, 1226 since yeah, we lost to them.
1473.
Shut the. Can you guys just? I hope we get you guys. I'm not even gonna help them. I'm just gonna let them get smashed by y'all. So, do we have any more questions for Blink?
Are you saying something, 8? We can't hear you.
No, I didn't say anything. I was just getting dog fur off my shirt.
Okay.
So, for a fun little reunion of you three, thank you guys
Yeah.
for joining. Maybe we should just
Thank you
do
for
a
having us.
maybe we should do a podcast of just 1024. Just see how many people we can get on.
Oh, it'll look like the Brady Bunch. You'll have 9 tiles and all looking at each other.
And every single one of them can kick your ass.
I'm sure I can take on one of you. Oh, Loki for sure. So not everyone.
Yeah.
Pressure right in the middle.
I can take Blake if he forgets to think his stuff.
Maddie is asking, probably make this the, or I got 2 more questions left, and we'll probably end it there at this point. As a prophet, what can we do against bun builds?
Yeah, so essentially against bun builds, you have to focus on pure damage. Don't even bother worrying about like defending. It's basically the only way to deal with buns.
Yep. On my like anti-bun, I guess you could say, I don't even use Blitz Assault. Instead, I use like Blade Pierce, and to like maximize the use of Wind Tear, I'll put on like Batty Trace or something like that to add on to the extra HP skill damage.
Gotcha.
I mean, I think the best thing you could do is just avoid them. Just go after the archers.
I've actually started doing that. The meta's gotten to the point where I need to actually start like diving harder into anti-archer because I just can't do the meta.
Sorry, but I have to try to beat this meta. So I've been hitting every sage build I see.
And then 8 kind of answered
Well,
the other question.
you walk right through me.
All right, Blank, do you have anybody you want to shout out?
I mean, yeah, everyone in 1024. My tournament partner RQ. I don't know if he's watching. And I guess since I made an alt, people in 706.
Wow, that was sick.
everybody's gonna go make a character in that server now, or is it full already?
I think actually, I'm not sure.
I've always known 1024 to be full. Otherwise, I would have thrown an alt in there so I could use it for ships.
Yeah. All right, Loki, do you have anybody to shout out?
I guess my 2v2 partner, Helly, because I expected us to absolutely get smacked, but we did amazing, so shout out to Helly.
One
Oh,
thing
yeah.
for Helly, she smacked me so much in Elite, made me sad. I haven't showed 8.
Baby 8.
Mm-hmm. What is it? 8 wide's my mom at the moment.
All right, and 8 wide. Shout outs. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh yeah. Bap, I didn't kick you to the curb. So maybe we could partner up next time. Oh, everybody 1024, thanks for putting up with me in code, because we've been married for a while. So yep. Just be good for your power. That's it. It's the only shout out I have. Not that what's the we just it's that the guy was like, oh, Mr. Shroom, not him. Yeah. That's it. At the end. That's it.
No shout out to the girls?
Oh my gosh! Rose and Susan, thank you. Oh, thank you. I got distracted. Yeah, I was looking at the chat here and said Loki can probably beat J Hot, and probably not.
No.
No.
I
Yeah,
think
the grills always
over
always
the
the
last
grills.
3 months, over the last 3 months, I think I've beaten her twice, but that was due to heavy buff, like debuffs.
All right.
I want to give a shout out to all my crushies out there and to Matsu, my tournament partner. You did it. Good job. Proud of you. Could have done it without you. And then our server 1463. You guys, good job. We're a good team, united at front. So appreciate all your guys' hard work.
Did he
Thank
just
you
say
very much.
6?
What?
Did you say 6?
1473.
Oh, it sounded like you said 6-3.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How do you take back somebody else's shout?
She lagged out. Sorry, what was that?
Oh. I said, how do you take back somebody else?
All right. Well, third time's a charm.
Shout out.
She said, how do you take back someone's shout out?
Oh, I mean,
I'll type it.
okay.
How do you delete someone else's shout out?
Panther. My shout out is just gonna go to the community and everybody that has joined stream after stream, supporting us and helping us grow. Thanks very much. This will be a conclusion of tonight's show. I do appreciate you, Blank, for coming out. And
Thanks for having me.
Yep, and continue being mysterious.
Will do.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Hell yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Before I forget, fuck you, Ron Bomb.